Everyone in here's underdressed. I should have known what to expect. I didn't think you'd look like that though. I've got the shivers down my spine, 900 miles out my mind. I can't describe how I was though. She looked at me, and then she said to me, making the eyes run across her room as she danced to a favourite tune. I said longer than I should have. Placed my hands on her hips, her dress on my fingertips. I danced slower than I should have. She looked at me, and then she said to me, kiss me with your tongue out. Please tell me how you want me. Tell me how you need me. Pour me another drink, lemonade and gin that thing. It didn't taste how I thought it would. Make me dance, take my hand, try to make me understand. It didn't go how I thought it would. She looked at me, and then she said to me, kissing with your tongue out. Please tell me how you want me. Tell me how you need me. Kiss me with your tongue out. Please She wore her makeup like a circus clown. She sings it set, but it's quite hard to frown. Gaze at her, I'm not sure what I see. This is what you're looking at, it makes me feel me. I need love and underneath it now. You'll fit the bill, you've got a real nice smile. And I still feel lonely, but on my own. So when you come, you ain't going home. Love, I do not love, I want my love. Just give me one just give me one She never thought that she believed in love. She never thought that it would be that fun. She never realized how feelings show. With or without me, she cannot go alone. She may well be a clown, but don't make me laugh. We are all kind of silly, we're all kind of daft. I may appear as a circus act, but now somehow I am questioning the facts. I do not love, I will not love. Just give me one just give me just give me save this love. I never could deny. Save this love. Save this love. I never could deny. Save this love. It goes on and on and just give me one just give me one and I knew the answers are all inside my head. And I know that it's not perfect, but I know that it's still worth it. 'Cause I've seen disaster fall into my head and show. over you, my friend. And it takes control of reading what you say. There's the night you wondering, came to you with an open game. Thank you. It's a simple one. And one is early, but I'm not on my own. And two, you excite me, but I'm not gonna show. And three, take all of the things that I'm not. And four, because somehow before I miss the and one is early, but I'm not on my own. And two, you excite me, but I'm not gonna show. And three, take all of the things that I'm not. And four, because somehow before I miss that.
Right, hello everybody. Welcome along to the second of these quizzes. Pretty similar to last week. We can't hear me. Hello, that's better. And welcome along to the second of these quizzes. Similar to last week, we've got a picture round. Right, I can hear myself in the headphones now. So you've got your answer sheets downloaded. If you haven't, get a bit of paper and a pencil or pen. Got the picture round. There's 5 pictures, 2 name the years, then 2 rounds of 10 questions, and the backwards music round. Hopefully they'll hear that over this microphone. So start off with the first picture, and these are all name the guitarist. So here's the first guitarist. Who's this guitarist? By the way, you might have noticed I'm outside a virtual salty dog. I'm not actually down there, of course, but hopefully over the next couple of weeks, get some more exotic locations. Who's this guitarist? Right, that's guitarist number 1. Who's guitarist number 2? Who's that? Everyone got a beer? guitarist number 3. I hadn't thought of that one. I'll try that one week. And guitarist number 4. What do you mean I'm facing the wrong way? And guitarist number 5. Yeah, I can't get in the Salty Dog at the moment. There's somebody blocking my way. Anyway, that's the 5 guitarists. Just a quick reminder. Name these 5 guitarists. And the next round is name the year. These are all April number 1s. I want to know which year they were all number 1 in April. So the first one, Took You So Long by Emma Bunton and Survivor by Destiny's Child. What year was Who Took You So Long and Survivor number 1 in April? Oh, you can't see. Well, that's better. What Took You So Long and Survivor. Yeah, if you're going to Salty Dog at the moment, it's a bit crowded. There's a bit of a gig going on there, I think. So we'll just stay outside. And the next question, name the year, April number 1s. We've got Living Doll by Cliff Richard and the Young Ones, and A Different Corner by George Michael. What year were both of those number one in April? It's this is a Welsh beer found in Welsh bottle condition beer found in Tesco's this afternoon. Can't remember what it's called. Something Welsh. Right, so we'll move on to round one. Round one is called A Man's Best Friend, so it's all about dogs. Question one. I'll put in the questions up down here. Question one. What single-named singer had a top 10 hit in 1970 with Me and You and a Dog Named Boo? Which single-named singer had a top 10 hit in 1970 with Me and You and a Dog Named Boo? Question two. From the year 2000, what was the title of the only top 10 hit by the Baha Men? From the year 2000, what was the title of the only top 10 hit by the Baha Men? Cheers, Adam. Question three. In 1953, two versions of How Much Is That Dog in the Window made the top 10. The original American version and a UK cover that went to number one by which singer? In 1953, two versions of How Much Is That Dog in the Window made the top 10. The original American version and a UK cover that went to number one by which singer? Question four. Which 1960s band released an album titled A Salty Dog in 1969? Which 1960s band released an album titled A Salty Dog in 1969? Question five. What was the name of the rapper who appeared on a 2014 hit by Enrique Iglesias? What was the name of the rapper who appeared on a 2014 hit by Enrique Iglesias? Question 6. Who is the singer-songwriter who made his chart debut in 1966 with I Love My Dog? Who is the singer-songwriter who made his chart debut in 1966 with I Love My Dog? Question 7. In 1986, who had a successful single and #1 album titled Hounds of Love? In 1986, who had a successful single and #1 album titled Hounds of Love? Yeah, they're all about dogs, Adam. Question 8. Who appeared with Dr. Dre on the 2001 top 10 hit, The Next Episode? Who appeared with Dr. Dre on the 2001 top 10 hit, The Next Episode? Question 9. From 1969, who were the group whose only hit was A Way of Life? Who were the group whose only hit was A Way of Life? That's from 1969. Just got that. No, it wasn't. Question 10. Which female singer had a top 10 hit in 2006 with Beware of the Dog? Which female singer had a top 10 hit in 2006 with Beware of the Dog? Round 2, there's a theme here again. It's called All at Sea. Oh, by the way, we normally do, if you're new to this, we normally do this for St. Luke's. If you want to donate, there's a link down there if you want to donate to St. Luke's. Every penny helps at the moment. Right. Round 2, All at Sea. Question 1. In 1988, Erasure had a top 10 hit about a ship of what? In 1988, Erasure had a top 10 hit about a ship of what? Hello, Rachel. Question 2. The Boat That I Row was a top 10 hit in 1967 for which singer? The Boat That I Row was a top 10 hit in 1967 for which singer? Question 3. In 1980, Madness took the night boat to where? In 1980, Madness took the night boat to where? Got one, Steve, have you? Question 4. Martha's Harbour was the only top 10 hit for which group? Martha's Harbour was the only top 10 hit for which group? Question 5. What drive did the Lighthouse family sing about in the mid-1990s? What drive did the Lighthouse family sing about in the mid-1990s? Question 6. Sail On Sailor was the opening track on the 1973 album Holland, recorded by which American band? Sail On Sailor was the opening track on the 1973 album Holland, recorded by which American band? Question 7. Released in 1974, what was the title of the first and biggest hit for the Hughes Corporation? Released in 1974, what was the title of the first and biggest hit for the Hughes Corporation? Question 8. The songs Silence is Easy, Alcoholic, Good Souls, Four to the Floor, and Fever were all hits in the noughties for which group? The songs Silence is Easy, Alcoholic, Good Souls, Four to the Floor, and Fever were all hits in the noughties for which group? Oh, question 9. In 1977, Gordon Lightfoot had a hit about a shipping disaster in 1975. What was it called? In 1977, Gordon Lightfoot had a hit about a shipping disaster in 1975. What was it called? No, it's something Welsh. It's not Corona. And question 10. Brian Wilson wrote the lyrics for the Beach Boys hit Surfing USA, but it is set to the music of a hit song released in the 1950s. Who wrote the original music? Hello, Kiara. Brian Wilson wrote the lyrics for the Beach Boys hit Surfing USA, but it is set to the music of a hit song released in the 1950s. Who wrote the original music? Right your answers down, and we've got the backwards music round next. I'm going to have to take this headset off because the microphone's on it. Just to let you know, I'm not really outside the Salty Dog. I'm just sat at home. That's what's behind me. Hello, Nat and Georgia. Right, backwards music round. Turn the music up. Five pieces of music played backwards on the artist and the title. Here comes the first one. Number two. Number three. Number four. Number five. Right, I'll play them just quickly once more. Right, here we go with number one. Right, that's the music. Write all your answers down and we'll start to go through the answers. First, we had the picture round. 1 point each for all of these. Name the guitarist. Bring the answers up. Right, name the guitarist. Number 1 was B.B. King. Number 2, Dave Gilmour. Number 3, Jimmy Page. Number 4, Les Paul. And number 5, Stevie Ray Vaughan. One point each. Name the year. First one was 2001. And number 2, 1986. The questions, a man's best friend. 1 point each for all these as well. Number 1 was Lobo. That was me and you and a dog named Boo. The Baha Men had a hit with Who Let the Dogs Out. Number 3, How Much Is That Doggy in the Window, was by Lita Rosa. The album called The Salted Dog was by Procol Harum. Number 5, Pitbull appeared on a 2014 hit with Enrique Iglesias. I Love My Dog, number 6, was the debut hit for Cat Stevens. 1 or 2 spelling mistakes on there, but never mind. Number 7, Hounds of Love was by Kate Bush. Number 8, who appeared with Dr. Dre on the next episode? That was Snoop Dogg. Number 9, the group whose only hit was A Way of Life in 1969. That was Family Dog with 2 G's. Ho, 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 Steve. And number 10, the female singer had a top 10 hit with Beware of the Dog. That was Jamelia. Round 2. All at Sea, 1 point each for all these. Erasure had a top 10 hit with A Ship of Fools. The Boat That I Rowed was a top 10 hit for Lulu. Number 3, Madness Took the Night Boat to Cairo. Martha's Harbour was the only top 10 hit for All About Eve. Number 5, the Lighthouse Family sang about Ocean Drive. Is that right? Number 6, Sail on Sailor was the opening track on Holland by the Beach Boys. Number 7, the first and biggest hit for the Hughes Corporation was Rock the Boat. All those songs were on the album by Star Sailor. All hits for Star Sailor, sorry. Number 9, Gordon Lightfoot had a hit about a shipping disaster called The Wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald. And the music for Surfing USA was written by Chuck Berry. Yeah, but it was Cat Stevens then, Paul. And the back was music round. That was music round. You had the Beatles, Help, 1 point for the artist, 1 point for the title. The Beatles and Help. Number 2 was the Beach Boys, Good Vibrations. Number 3, Take That, Relight My Fire. Number 4 was Eminem, The Real Slim Shady. And number 5 was Hotel California by Eagles, 1 point each. 1 point for the answer, 1 point for the title. Right, so add up your totals, put them down in the comments. Trace is the person with a spreadsheet. She'll compile the results, but stick your results on here, stick them on the Virtual Salty Dog Facebook page. Donate to St. Luke's if you can, and I'll be back next week. Thanks for everybody who tuned in. See you later.